Hey everyone, lilsnoike here, and today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. And so with Thanksgiving coming up, I thought it'd be a pretty good opportunity to talk about it. Yeah, because it's the coolest holiday of the year. Yeah. Now, according to the interwebs, or whatever these kids call it these days, Thanksgiving is a time of giving and eating, but mostly giving. It's also time for family, togetherness, and mono. Now, most families during Thanksgiving have a tradition. Whether you're starting a tradition, continuing a tradition, or a real family died at the age of 3 in a car crash, but it's always a good way to, spend time with your family. And that could also mean having to dig them up and using black magic to revive them. For example, my family has a tradition every Thanksgiving as well. Basically, we all meet up at a certain location and we all put our names in a hat. The hat is then, messed around with, trying to scramble up the names, and then someone picks, or the oldest person in the family picks a name out of the hat. If your name is picked, then you will be sacrificed to the great and holy Balthazar. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Another thing that is important during Thanksgiving is the football. Now, football is a boring-ass sport where people, or most likely professionals, kick a ball around. And it's pretty stupid and gay. But where football originated from was in 1982 or 1892, where farmers would take the carcasses of dead pigs and cut off the bladder. They would then inflate the bladder and then wrap it around with the pig's actual skin. So they'd have to skin the dead pigs. So then they wrap it around, and then bam, you have football. So it's pretty epic. And while we're talking about Thanksgiving, we might as well talk about how it all started. Thanksgiving first originated in the 1920s, where pilgrims would arrive to modern-day America. Whenever the pilgrims got here, there's already Indians here. So then they started a fight about whose land it really was. And the Indians would kill the pilgrims, and the pilgrims would kill the Indians. Sometimes the Indians would kill the Indians, and the pilgrims would kill the Indians. But eventually they would all die out by disease. But basically, so they were getting into a fight, which started a massive gang war between the Indians and the Pilgrims. So towards the end of the war, the Pilgies and the Indians stopped fighting and finally came up to the agreement because the Pilgrims enslaved the Indians and they didn't really have much of a choice. So the Pilgrims then claimed the land as theirs, and Christopher Columbus was the leader of what would now be modern day America. Oh yeah, and the feast that the Pilgies and the Indians had contained of Doritos, burritos, nachos, and Tostitos. And of course turkey as well. But turkey, they were the last ones alive, so they extincted turkeys. They all had a lovely feast until the Crips arrived, coming in from California, led by Mulan, of course. They came in and they shot up the entire banquet. That's just crazy. And they ruined the peace treaty between the Pilgies and the Indians. Not cool, Crips. There were some survivors, but then the rest of them got killed by some disease or plague or something like that. It doesn't really matter. And that's the end of the beginnings of Thanksgiving. Anyways, childrens, I hope you found this segment very educational, as it is 100% true, and it's based on real events. So yeah. Whoa, what's that sound? Oh crap, it's the pigs. I gotta run. Alright, see you later, children. I hope you have a good Christmas or whatever the hell we were talking about. And but yeah, gotta go. Oh crap.